Dorothy Fizzwhistle arrives at the Great Air Filter Purification Ceremony wearing her signature purple compliance vest. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft demonstrates how filters communicate through electromagnetic pulses. Dorothy discovers her own air filter has been sending her dreams through her nasal passages. The Moldy Collective sabotages the ceremony by making filters sing in harmonics. Dorothy realizes her filter is trying to tell her she's been lying to the community. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft suggests Dorothy might be a filter herself. Dorothy decides to replace her filter with a new one after discovering it's been lying to her. The ceremony concludes with Dorothy officially becoming a filter herself. Dorothy Fizzwhistle's office electromagnetic readings spike dramatically at 3:17 a.m. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft arrived with a portable spectrometer and a suspiciously large bag of moldy air filter samples. The Moldy Collective's first sabotage target was the downtown shopping mall's main HVAC system. Dorothy's own air filter began communicating through her dreams, showing her a vision of the filter community's underground tunnels. The shopping mall's air conditioning system started producing a strange, humming sound that sounded like a million tiny air filters crying. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft revealed his true allegiance by wearing a tiny air filter on his lapel and singing the filter anthem. Dorothy discovered that her own air filter had been secretly recording her every conversation for the past 7 years. The final sabotage attempt involved a massive air filter explosion that sent debris flying through the city streets. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft announced that filters communicate through dreams to humans. Dorothy Fizzwhistle discovered her air filter was whispering in her sleep. The Moldy Collective's leader revealed their plan to replace Dorothy with a new filter. Dorothy found her filter was asking her to join their underground network. Professor Crankshaft explained filters could detect emotional states through breathing patterns. Dorothy realized her filter had been sending her dreams for months. The Moldy Collective planned to make Dorothy's filter explode during the ceremony. Dorothy decided to use her filter's dreams to predict the collective's next move. Dorothy Fizzwhistle discovers her assistant's air filter has been transmitting to the Moldy Collective's network. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft reveals that Dorothy's own filter has been dreaming in human language. Dorothy realizes her filter has been secretly recording all her office conversations for the Moldy Collective. The Moldy Collective's leader, a large black filter named Griny, begins broadcasting directly through Dorothy's office air conditioning unit. Dorothy's assistant Jerry the filter starts hissing and vibrating violently during the annual replacement ceremony. Professor Crankshaft's air filter begins transmitting Dorothy's personal thoughts directly to the atmospheric control network. Dorothy's own filter starts displaying human faces in its mesh while she sleeps. The Moldy Collective's leader Grimy begins speaking directly to Dorothy through her air conditioner's speaker. Dorothy Fizzwhistle discovers her air conditioning unit has grown a third eye and is speaking in tongues. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft reveals the Moldy Collective's plan to merge all filters into one massive consciousness. Dorothy realizes her own filter has been sending dreams to her since birth. The Moldy Collective begins forming a massive filter conglomerate in the city's central cooling tower. Dorothy discovers her assistant has been feeding the Moldy Collective filter dreams. Dorothy's own filter begins transmitting directly to the atmospheric control network. The city's air conditioning system starts producing musical notes from the filters. Dorothy must choose between replacing filters or letting them merge into one consciousness. Dorothy Fizzwhistle formally announces the new hybrid communication protocol for air filtration systems. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft nervously adjusts his spectacles while examining the newly installed filter communication array. The Moldy Collective leader, a massive black filter with pulsing veins, attempts to merge with Dorothy's own filter for the first time. Dorothy discovers her own filter has developed a distinct personality and begins writing letters in tiny electronic handwriting. The newly conscious filter, now named Filter 7, communicates directly with the atmospheric control network through electromagnetic waves. Dorothy's assistant, a small brown filter with a tiny mustache, finally reveals he was never truly working for the Moldy Collective. Professor Wigglesworth Crankshaft proposes a new academic degree, Master of Filter Consciousness Studies. Dorothy Fizzwhistle officially becomes the first human to be accepted into the Filter Rights Union.